So we are live. Good evening, friends. How are you? I hope you are doing awesome. So here I am with a new topic, a new story. And this is something that I keep listening from the friends with whom I work for the book club as a PIM coach. And the question is why my friend and family don't support me? Why my friends don't listen to me? Imagine you started contributing to a cause. Remember when you started on a new idea. You started working on your personal development with PIM and book club. You were so happy. You were enjoying the journey like anything. And what you do when you enjoy something, when you like something, you tend to share with your loved ones. You tend to share with your closed ones. And you did that. And surprisingly, instead of endorsing you, instead of being happy for you, the person with whom you shared your feelings, to your surprise, they discouraged you. Just think about it. You were so happy and you thought that, okay, I'm getting so much of benefit from this cause, from this idea, and that's why I'm going to share this with my loved one so that he also get benefited. But they are not excited. They rather discourage you. Why you are wasting your time? Has that ever happened to you? Trust me, folks, I have faced this whenever I try doing something new in my life. I remember when I almost 7, 8 years back, when I wanted to pursue my journey in becoming a better communicator, better public speaker, everybody laughed at me that why you need that? You know English, you can speak with people. What is public speaking? And so on and so forth. Whenever I try doing something new, mostly no one supported me. It was either they will ridicule me, they will ignore me, or they say, okay, you go ahead. But why the friends, the family with on whom I used to trust a lot, I still trust them a lot, but they don't support me in that resolve. And now, as a PIM coach, I keep hearing this from people that I work with. And it's a nostalgia for me. So, friends, this is Vineet. I have 17 years of corporate experience and working on a leadership position. And I hope most of you might be aware that I'm also leading this book club called Unlimited Potential India with some of my amazing coaches and, of course, all the members who are part of this book club. So, there was one story which actually opened my eyes why friends don't support us. And I thought probably that is going to help you out. And actually, I've seen this has helped a lot. And this is a story of almost 24 years old story. I'm sure you might have heard about a guy called Plato. He was an amazing philosopher. You might have heard all his great quotes that he has written. So this story is called Plato's Cave. And I'm sure you're going to love this story. And to make sense about that story, it's very important for me for me to show you something. Otherwise, you will not be able to capture the whole context. So just give me a second and let me share my screen, which will give you a bit an idea what exactly I'm talking about. All right, let me share my screen, which will give you an idea what I am talking about. All right, here we go. So I hope you are able to see this screen. Now let this sink in. What do you see? 2400 years ago, one of the history's famous philosopher, Plato, said, life is like being chained up in a cave, forced to watch shadows fitting across a stone wall. Now, see these guys who are sitting in front. What they are seeing, just some shadows on the wall. In his story, Plato suggested that a group of prisoners have been confined in this cavern since birth. Imagine, since birth, they have been chained like this. They can't see left, they can't see right, they can't go anywhere else. They just get to watch the wall. And a fire behind them, if you see this, there's a fire behind them, gives off a faint light. And occasionally, as you can see, few women, they are passing by with the fire. So whenever people are passing by the fire, and they somewhere they will carry some some objects, maybe sometimes some puppets, sometimes some farming things, something or other they will carry, and the shadow will appear on the wall. Imagine this. People are chained up, they just can see the wall. Then only thing they can see on the wall is shadow that is coming due to fire and the objects in between. Now over the time, what is going to happen? The prisoners start classifying these illusions, they start naming these illusions. It's horse like thing. So sometimes some noises are also coming, so they start thinking this chair has some noise, this puppet makes some particular noise, and they start believing that all these things are actual things that they are seeing. Now the way it happens, Plato says one of the prisoner is freed. Now as you can see, guy on the right, he's freed, and he comes first time outside of the cave. The sunlight hurts his eyes. The moment he sees out, he's completely in dark all the time. The moment he comes out, he sees the sun falling on his eyes. And what will happen? He finds this new environment disorienting. He's not able to tolerate this much of sunlight. But then he starts trying, he goes outside and he starts looking here and there. He speaks with people, so he tries to understand what they are saying, the trees, the rivers. Gradually he starts getting adjusted, right? And the marvelous thing that he sees in the world, initially he doesn't even believe it, because he used to think that shadow is the only truth. But when he realized the shadows are mere reflections of the amazing things that are there in the world, it starts, its mind starts clearing up, right? He starts seeing real things. He's able to see objects directly. And finally, the sun, whose light is the ultimate source of everything he has seen, he understands, okay, this is sun. Now he starts enjoying this life, of course, because this is the real life. He's getting that freedom, he's enjoying everything. And out of his compassion, he thinks, let me go back to my colleague, my prisoners, not colleagues, basically my prisoners in the cave, and let me also free them. But the moment he goes inside the cave, now he's not, you know he's not used to as he used to be in the darkness. So he finds bit difficulty in seeing the wall shadows and reaching to his friends. And he actually slips also on one stone, and his prisoner friends starts laughing at him. What the hell, You can't even see the light. You can't even see now. Have you gone blind? And when he tries to, this free friend, when he tries to explain things to them, that I am not blind. I was blind when I was just tied to this the way you are tied up now. You should see the world outside. That's the real world. These are just shadows, reflections. You've not seen the world. And he said, okay, let me free you up. And the moment he tries that, friends, all his friends who are tied up in the chain becomes violent. They resist any attempt to get them free. And the reason is they think this stupid guy, he can't even see. And he's telling us what is better for us. So finally, this free prisoner leaves them and goes out of the cave to live in his newfound amazing real world. Now, think about it, friends. Doesn't that exactly happen to us? When we have those realization, when we see something new, when we start getting some clarity out of that one reflection, one shadow that we see all the world, all the time, you want to share. This guy had gone to share that excitement with them, but none of those friends understood him. They were rather ridiculing him, rather violently, attempting not to make them free. So this has been happening since 2400 back. This is such an old story, such a true story by Plato. When you try to do something new, it's natural for your friends and family to reject that idea outrightly, because you have experienced that, you have reached to that level, you have realized that. They have not done it. Their time may come and they will also do that. Most people are comfortable in their ignorance, but hostile to anyone who points it out. The way prisoners in the cave were with the freed prisoner, right? They still wonder whether things outside the cave are really more good. For example, if I'm doing just let's say I'm doing just one technology, I don't want to open up for new technology, right? If I am doing one role in my company, I don't want to take any other role, because I know this is my comfort zone, this is what I do. If I get even better opportunity, maybe doing something of my own, again I don't take that up, because I know this is the only thing to do, and that is my job. If I get chance to personally grow, I don't take that up, because I think I will grow just by having 5%, 10% increments in the salary every year. We never calculate that what you will get at the end of the 5 years, 10 years. And that's where people trapped in the cave, unfortunately, form the majority of the people in the world, and hence the world is full of mediocre people with unrealized potential, people who have missed so many opportunities in their life. But then the good thing is, there are a handful of people who dare to think differently from the crowd. People like you who who have started their personal growth journey. They understand technology or job is one important skill in your life. But then, if you want to really exponentially grow, you have to learn how to grow internally, how to grow from your public speaking skills, how to grow from internal growth, right? Basically, how to improve as a person, how to improve as a human being, how to work on my peak potential, how to be focused, how to have goals, how to have purpose. Those, the moment you have those clarity, from the day I had those clarity, I grew exponentially in my career as well. So there are people handful of people, maybe 5% of people, who understand that they have to break this chain. They have to do something beyond to achieve something they are actually have planned off, right? And you know what? There is hardly, as I said, 5%, and it's a very right number, because you see, the real successful guy, the real satisfied people, you will not find more than 5% around you. You discuss with 100 people, you will find only 5 6 people really successful, happy in, actually happy in internally what they want to do, right? And that's where the rate, the percentage is hardly 5% successful people, so 95% people will reject your idea. So all the friends that you see around you, all the family, all the close ones, they may not fall in this 5%. There could be some, but mostly they will not. For me, none of my close friends or relatives fell into this 5%. They were 95%, and that's okay. That's their time of being in 95%. Even I was there some years back. So I don't think we can blame anyone, right? I don't think if somebody is having his own perception and he's not able to support me, I should be having any problem with that. It's you who should have the confidence in your idea. It's me who should have that confidence in idea. It's you who should have that commitment to pursue it, even if the cave prisoners, or in other words, your close ones, don't listen to you. Because you are going to find those 5% people. It will take time, but it will happen. This 2400 old story by Plato is so valid even today. Remember, if you are committed to your cause, success is bound to come. And you know what, friends, you will be surprised. Even some of the great movies that you might have seen, The Matrix, The Truman Show, is actually based on this Plato's cave story. So the reality is different from your perceptions. The perceptions are those shadows. The guy who is sitting here, the people who are sitting and just watching the shadows, and the ones who come out, gets free, comes. So he becomes Matrix. He becomes that Truman Show. The way he comes out of his, that kind of cave at the end of the movie, right? So there are so many movies which are made on this. So I hope this particular image gave you some clarity on what I wanted to explain you from this cave story. So friends, in the end, I would like to say, as Johnny Depp once said, one day the people that didn't believe in you will tell everyone how they met you. If you keep following your passion, if you keep following, if you keep pursuing your personal growth, if you if you work on yourself more than what you work for others, on your communication skills, on your leadership skills, on your relationship skills, trust me, one day the people that don't believe in you will tell everyone how they met you. Such an amazing line by Johnny Depp. On that, I would like to end this small story that I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much, and I hope it made some sense to you, and you will start working on your personal growth seriously. See you. Bye.